Okay, hello everyone, this is Zach here. Do let me know is my sounds coming okay before restarts. Okay, just want to ensure my sounds is okay. And we're gonna start shortly, probably in 2 more minutes. Okay, so today we want to keep the section here short, alright, but we focus to the main points today, right? So today I'm going to focus about what is the difference and why it's so important, right, to understand what it means by high volume and low volumes. Okay, now some charts require high volume, certain charts require low volume. Okay, and today we want to focus mainly on the low volumes part. Okay, because recently we got lots of counter with pretty good uh, so-called strong in terms of the background. Okay, hello Wong, thank you for joining me. So I think Wong, you follow the ATR and mass trades, right? So hopefully, did they close with UT? Okay, but so far still okay, right? Even though it's UT, but it's above trading 40s, right? Luckily, it's an up bar, right? Let's look into hourly charts. Okay, volume decreasing. Hopefully, the UT here holding well. Okay, so let's check the weekly. Okay, currently still in red pentagons. Sorry, still in green pentagon. Okay, it's in green pentagons right now. Hopefully this week, okay, it will form a strong green pentagon bar. Okay, the other one is I think my news. Okay, again, these are a few counters that I've been watching also because I'm kind of worried about this UT, even though it's not a big UT. Okay, TP already. Okay, then I think it's a good time for you to again, not doing buy call here, but it's a good time for you probably to check out. Okay, is there any shakeout trades or not? So okay, Padini as well, yesterday closed with a UT, but seems like so far it's still holding well. Okay, pretty satisfied type of closing so far for Padini, right? Hopefully the action is still good. Okay, so okay, all right, we're gonna start right now. Okay, so first of all, thank you for joining me this section over here today. Okay, so thank you Tony for coming to join us also. Now today we're gonna focus directly to some of the topic because like I said, markets moving differently for time to time. Okay, so it's very important for you to apply or understand, okay, the right strategy, okay, based on the current conditions, okay, the market condition, of course. So if we look into the past few days, okay, of course I don't think market is super bullish right now, but at least there is some sort of like a momentum. Okay, in the background as well. Hey, hello Avis, thank you for joining me, okay, from Australia. All right, so of course in terms of market it's not super trending or super bullish, okay, but overall it's not that bad. Okay, it's not bearish, just that major markets have been in sideways. So if you look into like counters like logistic, transportations, even like technology, so mostly they are in the reaccumulation. Okay, it's pretty boring. All right, so hopefully moving forward we got more sound strength is coming in, right? So these few days definitely there's some counters is having a pretty good type of momentums. Okay, and now this is why it's very important, okay, for you to identify high volume and low volume. Now today we're going to focus down bar, okay, down bar, high volume and low volume, okay, and how you're going to use this to at least give you a little bit of edge over the markets. Okay, so now for example, right, so if you some members you follow, okay, this morning I think I do text the group as well. I will focus few counters today, and Park is actually one of the counters that I think I will consider. Okay, but again, provided with the right setup and condition. So if I look into over here, again, same things, we use the same thing as our chart setups and the background everything. Okay, so if I draw over here, we got a double NS. Okay, PS resistance turn to support, a break below, crossing back. Now seems like it holdings, right? But if you realize, okay, the volume here today actually is kind of high. Okay, so that's why today I didn't really take a lot of take action into side part yet, because the volume is still a bit high for me. Okay, so if you look into here, the hourly chart, the last 2 hours also increasing. So most of the time, even though the volume is not the highest, okay, but probably sometimes they will fail to make the reversal, it drop back again, wash before they try to go back up again. All right, so that's why I avoid it. So do remember, especially shakeout trade. Okay, just want to just want to know, right? Because especially for new members just join us over the weekend. Type a A for me, please. Okay, if you have completed the 7-day tutorial series. Of course, you watch the shakeout trades. Okay, type a A for me. Type a B for me if you still haven't watched yet and you don't know about shakeout trades. Okay, hello SF. Yeah, Wong says Solar West UT. Yeah, a bit disappointed also. Because morning I thought you're gonna break up. Okay, but the hourly chart seems like still can monitor lah. Okay, I'm still holding technically for Solar West WA because I'm entered on their WA, right? So it's just a white ball thing, so it haven't really turned into the gold ball yet. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so currently I'm risking my current profits for more profits. Okay, if let's say it didn't turns out, okay, so probably I just exit and move to other trades. Okay, now let's look into Puncak. Okay, because I think yesterday I also mentioned as well Puncak and side part is kind of similar because they also make a reversal. Okay, they make a reversal. Okay, and over here, right? So it seems like they try to cross back to 2040s, and on the next day itself, it actually turns to be a down bar, but the down bar also slightly low volume. Okay, so it's not the lowest, of course. So the next day is very crucial for us to check. Okay, is the sound string is still there or not? Okay, so this is one of them, Puncak. So the other one is RL. I think yesterday also we looked into RL as well. When we look in when we study on the chart on 9:30 yesterday. Okay, hello Arif. Still repeat episode 7. Okay, yeah, continue to watch, okay, the episode 7. Okay, so if like I said, if you really need me to go through again, let me know. Okay, I will include in the upcoming sections weekly training as well. Hello Simon. Okay, now this is RL. So this is again a bit similar. So a few things over here, right? Again, for side part, I don't think you should, I should give up yet. Okay, I probably still will monitor for a few more days or even weeks if let's say there's no major weakness, okay, after the setup step. Okay, so again, first, like for example RL here, right, we got high volume on down bar after some goods bar on the left hand side. Okay, and subsequently, if you notice, didn't follow through, but of course I usually prefer this kind of bar to turn up again to ensure the sound string is coming back. And if you realize today, even though it's down bar, but the volume is just half, okay, of the up bars. Okay, so in this case over here, the previous one, it actually is higher than the line change. Okay, so usually I don't like when the bar is higher than the line change. Okay, so most of the time it will make the overall reversal fail, and probably it will make a deeper wash before they come back again. Okay, so it's good to have another confirmation bar to tell you that someone is still keen and interested. Okay, now there are a few reasons why I would like to highlight this kind of setup, because I think there are a few counters that is probably worth to monitor. Again, I'm not doing any buy call over here, so remember, like Sifufu mentioned, now market is slightly getting hot already, so a lot of retailers also jump into the markets right now. So again, everything's a winning trades, not only pick the right stocks, but you have to pick the right entry price. Okay, I think today lots of aluminum counters, no mistaken, it turns to UT, right? So it goes up in the morning and it turns to UTs, right? Some of them are turning to UT, so hopefully you don't trap at the resistance. Okay, and now let's look into a few more. Okay, like for example, I like to highlight this counter because I got one counters today. Okay, I just spot. Okay, I don't know whether it will move the same or not. Hopefully it will. All right, so this is P-trans. Let's study P-trans first. Okay, so this is previously reaccumulation, right? When they drop, it comes with low volume overall. Okay, so make a big downtrend or wash, and we got high volume, change the trend again. We got triple NS at the bottom, finally going headings to the period support, which is the current resistance. Okay, which is the current resistance. Now, if you study here closely, even though this UT is not the highest volume, like for example, now what happened to Solar West? It's not the highest. Okay, it's not the high volume bar, but it's one of the highest bar. Okay, in this range. Okay, so most of the time it will temporarily stop the uptrend. Okay, or probably they will push a price lower to support. Okay, the 2040s area, sideways again. Okay, so I do expect the same things for Solar West. Okay, so here UT, if you realize this UT is not a big deal, it's not the biggest UT, but unfortunately it happened again, the resistance, so I expect them to like this again. All right, so similar MBSB. Okay, similar MBSB. Okay, so here realize UT, so here realize UT before they make a big jump. Okay, again, I don't know whether it will follow like MBSB or not. I hope it will. Right, so we'll continue to monitor a lot of bets. Okay, now like I said, there's one counters I just realized. They are kind of similar, not to say 100% similar, but it is some sort like make a reversal, and with the 3 NS at the bottoms. Okay, so here we got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and of course the latest NS is actually is over 240. Okay, reversal very nicely. Okay, we got some high volume bars over here. Now again, this is what it means. So next time if you encounter this kind of bar, for example here, this is LC. Okay, this is LC. Okay, the next day is very crucial. Like I say, a healthy pullback, okay, you need to have a quality LC, right? So we do have the quality LC, okay, and the next day also needs to come with lesser sellers, okay, in this case. So in this case here, MTAG come with high volume in the next day. That's why the volume is increasing more than half. Okay, but the next few days, okay, if you realize the volume is getting lesser, which is a good thing. Okay, which is a good thing. Okay, so if let's say for example SIPAC are going to do the same things, because SIPAC today volume for me is considered high. Okay, usually I prefer half of the strength bar, which is the LC in this case, and probably I'll take 1 or 2 more days to check, okay, whether is it still worth to pay attention to it or not. Okay, that's my strategy for SIPAC. Okay, now type of 1 for me, please, if you can follow so far, or if you understand so far. Okay, type 1 for me. Okay, type of 2 for me if you kind of like confused a little bit. Okay, because like I say, you know, sometimes I see this thing in the market. Okay, I would like to highlight especially to my members here. Okay, so that you know how to apply, you know, based on the current market situation. Okay, market will change from time to time. It's not that it will change a lot, but you know, the movement, everything will be changed a little bit. So this is where that, you know, I wish that, you know, at least some of my members here, you know how to tackle the issue. Okay, or maybe, you know, change your strategy a little bit. Okay, or maybe, you know, what's the things that you should take notes. Okay, all right, thank you Hasley for the confirmation. Aziz, thank you. Okay, type of 1 for me is yes, you still can follow. Type of 2 for me if let's say you're confused. Okay, so far only 2. Okay, how about the rest? Okay, now probably I would like to go through again a quick few counters today that personally I think I will still continue to monitor. Some of them I actually already entered, okay, that I think I will still continue to hold, okay, because of the certain condition that you know, I kind of liked. Okay, of course I'm not doing any buy call over here. Okay, if you haven't entered yet looking for entry, please do your own you know, due diligence, okay, or you know, your own trading plans. Okay, right? So okay, now this is I think I highlight this counter a lot of time, okay, because it actually form a shakeout, okay, over here, right? Similar MYAG, similar like P Energy, Petro M, up and coming, I don't know, but I think AMMB. Okay, I don't know, I think MMB. Okay, so now Legenda, the reason why I'm still holding, now again, remember the few things that we do talk about, right? Especially after strength bar, you don't want to see immediate high volume down bar. Okay, so most of the time, for example here, right, again, we do a little bit of bar by bar study. Okay, so if you notice here, mostly up bar, down bar, low volume. So again, completed shakeout, nice one, NS, right, exactly at the supports. Okay, clean breakout, high volume, pullback, low volume. Okay, super clean, right? So it goes up again. So again, if you realize, this is the let me erase so we can see better, right? So here we got 1 up bar high volume, 1 down bar increasing volume. Now this is sometimes a bit you know, worried. Okay, but you know, the next day it able to make a follow through. Okay, so again, this is representing that, you know, the buy is overcoming sellers. So this is the area that, you know, it kind of getting more interesting again. If you realize, pulling back, low volume. Now this is what we call the effort bar. Okay, and this is the bar that actually, even though this one didn't turn to the green pentagon, but this one is the complete of the pullback bar. All right, so we got a green pentagons up bar, followed by series of the low volume bars. Okay, of course, not to mention there's SP exactly at the 40 MA. So the reason why I still want to highlight this today, again, I'm not sure whether you enter it or not. Personally, I already entered around this area at the time. Okay, I think I highlight also around this area also. Okay, if you watch the hourly charts, super low volume. Okay, super low volume. Okay, so for those attend the masterclass, you know what it means. Okay, so low volume, strong background near to 2040s is always the trades that, you know, worth to explore. Okay, worth to explore. Okay, I'm not sure whether you want to enter or not, but usually I kind of like to check out this kind of trades. Okay, so this is again to give me a slightly lower risk count trades. Okay, hello Baylan. Right, so this is the first one, Legenda, that I can be correct now. Okay, so the other one, I think Fitter, I already exit previously. Okay, now I'm thinking to look for re-entry. Unfortunately, this round my bullet is a bit limited because I'm going more on mid to long term right now, unless I TP my other stocks. All right, so if not, probably I need to give a miss. Okay, so again, not doing buy call over here, but this chart setup is kind of giving me the things that I like personally. Okay, that I'm looking for. First of all, the LC, the quality of LC, I think is pretty good. It's not the highest volume among this range, okay, but it's one of the highest. Okay, so if you realize after this line change, okay, after this line change, again we got some down bar. Okay, mostly is in low volume. Okay, against the low of the LC is still holding well and supported with the SP at the 2040 MA. Okay, 2040 MA, right? So like I said, unfortunately my bullet is slightly a bit limited right now. But if let's say I can able to get at the low here, 38 cents, okay, again, is the counters that I think worth to explode. Okay, worth to explode. Okay, now let's go to the other counters. Okay, that I think today suddenly it just turns to a little bit quiet. Okay, now finance got some movement already. CME going up after VCP. I think Maybank today break VCP. RHB today got a strong bar above reaccumulation. M-Bank shakeout. Okay, M-Bank shakeout. Okay, so if I go to what is the industry? I think it's energy. I think it's energy. Okay, so if I look into like I think it's Uzma. Okay, so again we switch to weekly chart first. Okay, weekly chart is already turns to green. Pentagon. Okay, again today is only Tuesday, right? Okay, we still got 2 more days to go. But again, it's very important to check the support resistance. Okay, so this is long-term wise, 3UT, Sarah SP, right? So if I draw this line over here, you get the kind of nice support resistance over this area. So lots of you know, the point, okay, price point hitting this area. So this is some important area for you to focus. Okay, so we got small gaps followed by UT, spring, okay, and you know, here seems like a resistance now crossing above the resistance, which is turning back to the support. Okay, volume definitely is fantastic. Okay, so I think this area is a shakeout areas. Okay, so tower A for me, if you're still following, tower A for me please. Okay, so if I look into daily, this is a clean breakout. Okay, a nice one, 15%, and today is I can say half of the volume, so still okay, right? So again, I just draw this line over here. Okay, so this is a gap up, support turns to resistance, turn back to support. Okay, again I switch to hourly chart. Interesting, hourly charts super low volumes. Okay, hourly chart super low volume. Of course, the first beginning of the day is kind of high volume, so usually I can't worry about this. Okay, morning high volume, usually I would just stay away first, okay, because I don't know whether it's distribution or not. But you know, followed by series of low volume, probably it's worth to again pay a little bit attention to it. Okay, all right, Zach, I think focus SP could be something to monitor to. Low volume down bar today at 20 MA. Okay, okay, focus SP actually I haven't really looked into it for some time, but I know they are building a strong accumulation because of the climatic volume. Okay, oh, reaccumulation, sorry. The one is focus Sorry, I think got two focus, right? Okay, never mind. Let's focus here. Okay, focus SP, yes, reaccumulation. So it looks like the price is trying hard to push back, push back to the 2040s. Okay, yes, today low volume. So it's a good trade to watch out. Okay, for potential white ball trades. Okay, so green pentagon is I think still holding well over here. Okay, now Alvis, I think he can picks, okay, a good stocks, okay, a better stocks, okay, you know, compared to me. Okay, he's very hardworking, to be frank. He kind of good picking at NS stock. Okay, so if you got good NS counters too, do share with us also. Okay, Avis. Okay, so focus point, yes, today low volume. Okay, pretty nice. Let's look for, I think there's another one. Hwa is it? Okay, yeah, I think Hwa as well. So let's look over here. So again, same things. Okay, we want to use it for Uzma. Okay, Uzma here. Okay, previously we got upthrust resistance, supports, break resistance, break back. Okay, to the support. All right. So again, this is a crucial and important area to look for low volume. Okay. Now today volume is still a little bit high, right? So let's continue to monitor for a few days whether you know it turns to low volumes or not. Okay, so we got several low volume already kind of close with the 2040s area. Okay, I think Charimin as well. Okay, today most of the oil and gas counters is slightly a bit quiet. Okay, so I think you know quiet market is good. Okay, quiet market after of course background come with sound strength lah. So you don't want to trade quiet markets when it's in downtrend. The one obviously is still in downtrend, right? So okay, weekly charts, okay, for MHB. Okay, so seems like going to cross some important bars too. Okay, so again worth to pay a little bit attention because the hourly chart, if I notice over here, the volume also you know kind of low today. Okay, kind of low today. Okay, again the opening hour is very high. Okay, so this is a thing sometimes a bit worry, but subsequently you want to monitor. Okay, is the support is building down. Okay, now probably let me show you scan both because I just I think entered today or yesterday. Okay, so here this is the one UT, this is also UT, right? So this is also morning because scan move, actually I want to look for re-entry. Okay, since last week actually. So whenever I see this kind of high volume down bar, I will stay away. Okay, then another UT again in the morning, so I'm not interested. But you know, the subsequent things what happened is that I realized they're actually trying to hold this area. So that's why I decided to, I think, enter today. Yeah, if not mistaken, I entered today or yesterday, I cannot recall. Okay, so here another UT holding well. Okay, luckily the volume, oh yeah, I entered yesterday. Okay, so that's why this morning I kind of happy also this morning because it kind of like make a follow through, but it turns to UT. So I was you know watching it also in the afternoon. So luckily volumes remains to be low. Okay, and today the closing is considered quite satisfied too. Okay, for scan move. So yep, there's a few things that probably you know you can do. Okay, using the hourly charts there. Okay, let's focus others. Construction, consumer. I think I got few counters. I would like to focus as well in the consumer here. Cocoland is a bit illiquid lah. Cocoland is a bit illiquid, but it has been this is I tell you this is a boring counters, okay, but it can be very rewarding. Sometimes this kind of boring counters can be a goal ball as well. Okay, again this is remind me of my Gokualand and Landmark. Okay, so it gap up, pulling back here, sideways low volume, push back up, sideways, and here seems like low volume. Okay, but of course this one jumped a little bit. Oh yeah, this one remind me of few counters. Okay, I'd like to share with you all. Okay, now first of all, Centauria. Okay, again not sure you are do you able to enter Centauria or not, but I've been queuing 18 cents for 2 days. Okay, but finally I'm able to get, I think on 8th of October if not mistaken. Okay, so yesterday actually I kind of happy as well because I thought you're gonna make a follow through, but it turns to UT, right? So but lucky today close within the UT. Okay, so which means still safe. Okay, still safe. Okay, So currently I think around like 8%. Okay, I'm trying to see whether it can hit around this area or not. Okay, again, just my own trading plan. Okay, I'm willing to risk my current profits, hoping for more profits. Okay, now the other one that I'm looking against, not a buy call. Okay, definitely not a buy call, but just that personally that I'm like, okay, and I'm hoping to try to get a good price. I haven't entered yet. Okay, I just hoping to get a good price right now. Is okay, so it seems like kind of similar like just on the Coco Land as well, right? It got a gap, drop below, pushing it back again, right? Drop again a little bit. Now seems like coming back again. Okay, so of course my idea would be 64 cents. Okay, I kind of stingy my entry to be frank, and of course due to limited bullets right now, okay, I don't want to use up all my capital first. Okay, so I will see whether it will give me a chance, okay, for a kind of ideal EP. Okay, so that's I'm looking for right now. Okay, Astro say, Zach, I've been watching Carrion. Low volume today, going back to 2040s, near support. What do you think? Okay, let's look into Carrion and dominance. Okay, haven't checked dominance for some times. Okay, let's look into dominance too. Okay, Carrion, I think it's like a VCP overall. Yeah lah. Because the problem with Carrion is that they didn't show a very clear how should I put this? A clear intention. Okay, maybe I should put this. Okay, a clear intention. I think overall setup is pretty good. Okay, I mean in terms of the market stage, I think no doubt this is in reaccumulation. Okay, pretty good, but just that over here, right, because it's a bit of too close to resistance, got some upthrust. So I don't really can tell the true or real intentions, okay, for Carrion. Now this is a bit similar like this counters because I've been still following KSJB. Okay, KSJB, remember I mentioned KSJB, it seems like trying to do a shakeout, okay, but this volume is very low on the up bar, so we want to monitor for more obvious volume coming back, right? So sometimes, let's say for example, I don't see an obvious one, I don't take action first. Okay, I just stay away and I monitor. Okay, so I think KSJB, Carrion is very similar. Okay, overall I think the market stage is good. Okay, just that it still haven't shown a clear intention yet. Okay, so that's my view. Okay, for Carrion. All right, so let's look into dominance. All right, so probably later on I will see. Yeah, this is a shakeout trades. Okay, thank you, Wong. How can I forget this shakeout trades? So okay, volume here we got up bar, increasing volume over this bar that completed the shakeout. NS spring. Okay. Oh, okay, because I popped my alerts but it didn't hit. Okay, again too stingy lah. I popped too low already. Okay, probably I should move up higher. I should move higher a little bit. Okay. Alright, never mind, I write down my book. Dominant. Okay, we got a shakeout trades for dominant. Okay, like I said recently, I love shakeout. Okay, especially when the shakeout got a range for you to consider to trade. Okay, P Energy, Petro M. All right, this is few. There are one that actually I don't really highlight this to remember because I think the range is too tight. Okay, so that's why I didn't really highlight it. What is the counters already? Is it Pelican? I think it's Pelican. Yeah, Pelican. Okay, I think Pelican go shakeout as well. But the reason why I didn't highlight to members. Okay, again I leave up to you members. Okay, if you want to trade, I think it's a shakeout trade anyway. But the range is too tight already. Okay, the range is too tight, which means over here you don't have much of profit to takes. Okay, probably you won't enjoy a really nice risk to reward overall. Okay, so that's why I don't really highlight. Okay, but it's a shakeout trade. Okay, so that's why I still pop under my watch list to see whether moving forward got any interesting type of setups or not. All right, so I think bar west if I'm mistaken, because today I was doing a little bit of screening in office. Okay, again complete the shakeout, but if you look into a volume, there's nothing exciting yet. Okay, nothing exciting yet. So yeah. Okay, GCB. Okay, GCB. is a VCP trades. Okay, GCP GCP is a VCP trades. So personally for me, I also looking for entry. I maybe will enter on their WB. Okay, actually today I will try to kill the WB, but I didn't manage to get. Okay, so overall long-term wise is in a strong reaccumulation. Okay, 2UT cross above LC currently is holding out on the 20. Alright, so if I look into GCB, this is WB. Okay, we got an NS here. Okay, seems like holding out. Actually today I killed around like I think 1.33 if I'm not mistaken, so didn't hit. Okay, so try again tomorrow. Okay, that's GCB. How about Emulous? Emulous have been boring really recently. Okay, but again, technology has been, if not mistaken, this is tech. But anyway, I'm still holding. Of course, the top here, I think the time my profits around like 50-60%, but currently it's only become 42% if I'm mistaken. Now the reason why I'm holding it is because I was looking slightly in long term. Okay, if I check my weekly chart again, right? So this is like a reaccumulation. They try to break up. Okay, currently turns to red lah. Oh, sorry, turn back to green already. Okay, so probably here will be sideways for a while. Okay, before they want to try the resistance. Okay, so if you are looking for short terms, okay, short terms, I think there's no much of exciting signals coming up yet. Okay, so probably you want to wait for more sound strength. Okay, but for me, Emulous is I think I entered somewhere around here if I'm not mistaken. For months already, definitely this is holding for months already. After I can't recall is this reversal or this reversal or this reversal, but it's either one of the reversal. Okay, so I think somewhere around here if not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, this is Emulous. Okay, CAB. Okay, very boring, very low volumes, but weekly chart is still above 40 MA. Okay, weekly chart is still above 40 MA. Okay, so again, boring charts. If you realize the bottom high volumes, okay, bottoms high volumes, holding 20-40 MA. Okay, if you look into WCT, okay, bottom here, high volumes, right, holding what 20-40s before like this. Okay, again, I'm not sure whether CAB will move like this or not, but it kind of showing a similar characteristic. Okay, but I haven't really entered yet because probably CAB need a little bit of time lah. Okay, probably. Okay, right, so probably let me answer a few more questions, then we'll close. Okay, so again, hopefully today's section here will give you an idea, what is the right time to look for low volume bar, what is the right time to look for high volume bars. Okay, if let's say you got sound strength already, but the next second with high volume, okay, how are you going to handle this? How are you going to tackle this? Okay, what is the things that you should look for? Right, so this is the objective for today, right? Hopefully moving forwards, you know how to encounter some of this issue. Okay, now let's look into P energy. Okay, P energy. Okay, P energy, I think, and Petrol M. Okay, very similar. Okay, today low volume for me. Okay, is less than half of the bar yesterday. Shakeout is already completed. Okay, let me draw over here. Right, so here to here. Okay, so we got a gaps. First one, drop below, pushing it back. Okay, so if I switch to this daily chart, okay, the shakeout NS, okay, today low volume. Okay, check the hourly chart again. So if you have attended the masterclass, right, I think what's the things you should look for. Okay, low volume is good, but it seems like tends to red pentagon. So tends to red pentagon, maybe you hit a little bit of the 40 MA lah, right? So for me, volume is still low. Okay, so what you do is that you monitor this area, the gap area. Okay, the gap area. Okay, now this is how I handle for my P metal and OMH if I'm mistaken, right? P metal. Okay, realize here the gaps. Okay, hey, but to go high volumes, huh? Okay, let's see how it goes out tomorrow. Okay, I'm still holding this P metal. Okay, so here gaps, right? Sometimes you hit a little bit of the gaps there. Okay, so you want to check, is there any sound strength or not? Okay, so P metal. I think OMH also, it dropped a little bit today. Okay, closing is not that bad, but yeah, the volume is missing a little bit. Okay, so here we got some UT over here. All right, so pulling back low volume. Hopefully the green pentagon will turn soon. Okay, so for those, again, I'm not doing buy call. But here, this is what you should be careful. Sometimes uptrust will force the chart to pull back or distribute. Okay, we wait for the right signals to turn before you want to look for the entry. Okay, so what is the right signals? 2040s, low volume narrow spread bar, green pentagons. Here, I don't know whether it was sideways for days, but if you're interested, look for green pentagon bars above 2040s. That is the bar that you probably want to focus. Okay, that's a buy on the focus. Okay, so okay, let's look into OpenSys. Okay, because after OpenSys, I want to share with you some of the transportation logistics as well. Okay, wow, this is remind me of Saipak lah. Okay, Saipak and Puncak. Okay, well, I think the potential is still there because the down bar here come with very low volume. Now, unlike Tech Bond, okay, Tech Bond I totally didn't focus already. That's why I think today got one member asked me about Tech Bond. I also forgot Tech Bond because the Tech Bond, the one dropped with high volume. So most of the time I just, okay. Even though yes, it's painful, you know, you need to cut 8 to 10%, but you know, just cut and move on. Okay, so here we got NS. Okay, wait for the up bar turning back. Okay, so today, unfortunately, it's not the big volume yet. Okay, hopefully we will see something like RL. You know, it goes back up, increasing volume, green pentagon. Okay, so let's look into Tech Bond because I think Tech Bond today got some movements. So, oh, okay, wow. So, okay, now, members, please type a 1 for me. Okay, if you now understand why the high volume, down bar is so important right now. Okay, type a 1 for me. Type a 2 for me if you don't understand. Okay, now, so this is why I say, okay, it's important. Why? Because, you know, at least, you know, you will know what type of stock that you should focus moving forward. Okay, what's the stock that you should pay more attention to it. Okay, not to say 100%. Sometimes I cannot get the things, you know, 100% correctly, but you know, there's few things that actually we can, you know, slowly enhance our edge or increase our edge. Okay, so scary bar today against, right? So maybe let's see how it goes. Okay, so hopefully got a nice clear reversal. Okay, all right, so let's go to some of the transportation and logistics. Okay, so usually what I do is that I kind of like when the stock having a very good momentum, okay, sound strength, but quiet for 2-3 days. Okay, I think like, you know, counters like Mailbox are having that at the moment. I think Syscrop, if not mistaken. I think like Chongnam Logistics. Okay, again, not doing buy call over here, but there are few counters with I'm aiming for the right price. Okay, so this is my alert, right? So if I look into hourly chart, okay, there are some resistance. Okay, remember here. Okay, I think someone asked me about what counters really. I forgot. Okay, so this is the bar that probably you want to pay attention to. Okay, not to say it will make a big distribution, but yes, it sometimes make a pullbacks. Okay, so if you think that you're happy with the profit with the trades, okay, you just take it first. Okay, or maybe take 30, 40% or 50%. Okay, then if let's say it make a healthy pullback, you can do a top up again, right? So the other one is Syscrop, I think. Also, okay, and aluminum or steel cutter. Okay, and any steel or aluminum cutter you're looking into. Okay, let me know. Probably I take 1 or 2. Right, Syscrop as well. High volume, 2 bars, low volume. Okay, 2 bars, low volume. Syscrop already entered a bit already, but maybe if let's say drop a little bit lower, probably, you know, if I got funds a little bit, so probably I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so Tiongnan Logistics, again, a long period of accumulation. Okay, now this is one of the low already at the LC there. Okay, I'm not sure whether it will make a follow through or not, but holding right at LC at the moment. Okay, hopefully you build a strong support, okay, from here. Okay, okay, now still, and okay, probably few more before I close. I think so far Anju is the one that closed very nicely. Okay, hopefully this one they're able to break above the gaps. Okay, again, it's a VCP trades here. Okay, it's a VCP trade. So today closing is high volume. Okay, thinks they got chance, okay, to make a follow through. But if you are looking for entry, it's at the resistance right now. Okay, it's a resistance right now. I think few days back, okay, when they turns to green pentagon, I think I already highlight this is a VCP trades. Okay, so PA resources. Oh yeah, Nick. Okay, sorry Nick, I forgot to reply you in the Telegram. Okay, you asked me about the opcon. Okay, now PA resources, similar like P trans. Okay, if you realize we got high volume reversal, this is the high volume downbar, which is very scary, but we got NS holding well, similar like P trans as well. It reversed the next day high volume. The time also didn't want to enter because of the high volumes there, but subsequently holding well on NS, right? So now seems like it able to cross. Okay, slightly a bit far from 2040, but I think overall there's no weakness. Okay, there's no weakness. Okay, probably some minor pullbacks is expected, but it's a bit remind me of MGLC. Okay, this counter a bit remind me of MGLC because this is how they move as well. You know, every day move a little bit, and TFP2. So TFP2, okay, it moved a little bit. Okay, so what you do is that for PA, of course, I don't think currently there's still a weakness because the resistance is still far. Not to say it's far, but you know, it still haven't really hit the resistance yet. Okay, so use the hourly chart. Okay, if you notice there's one down bar high volumes, probably it's the bar that you want to exit first. Okay, from PA resources. Okay, at the moment I think still okay, right? Make a reversal, slowly going to the resistance. Okay, two more before we close. Okay, one is LB aluminum and followed by opcons. Okay, I'll answer you how I'm going to do opcon. I'm still holding for opcons. Okay, because it just turned to UT in the very last hour. I thought it going to close with a strong bar, but in the end it just tajadi turn with the UTs there. Okay, LB, wow, definitely is a disappointing bar for me. Okay, so here resistance, okay, cross, drop, still cannot make a follow through. And are you looking for entry or exit for this LB? Okay, but weekly chart is still holding more on 2040s, so maybe they'll come back and test here first. Okay, MSC, because I was looking into MSC as well. Okay, turns to UT2. Okay, so probably I got chance. Okay, so usually got UT high volume. Okay, at at the resistance as well. Let's say I got chance to trade near to the low of the LC or not. Okay, so okay, last one, opcon. Okay, let's look into hourly chart. Hourly chart. Okay, opcons, right? So last trading hour we got UT. Okay, so the one is a bit disappointed. Okay, so again, few things I'm going to do and handle these trades. Okay, now to be frank with you, I didn't left much of opcon because I TP along the way. So here got a gaps. Okay, this morning again I do check the chart from time to time because usually this kind of cumulative volume, I tend to pay a little bit of attention to it because sometimes one down bar, it will turns everything upside down, right? So whenever I see COC, I feel better. Okay, but now turns to UT already. So I will watch closely on this gap. Okay, so I will ensure this gap it won't fill. So if let's say it fill, probably I just going to exit first. Okay, for my trades. Okay, for opcons. So if let's say got gaps, you use the gaps. Okay, so probably want to share with you a few more. Is it Taffy a good one to share? Taffy no gaps. Okay, example here. Okay, notice this gap. Right, it failed to hold. Okay, so this is the bar that try to warn you. Okay, maybe you want to take some partial first. You take, right? Probably sometimes they'll do a big wash before continue back again. Okay, right, Asia looking for exit. Okay, let's check the volume today. Okay, volume is slightly higher than half of yesterday bar. Okay, against the gaps is still holding well, so that's why today I also didn't exit, to be frank. Okay, but I'm thinking to take some partial profit. Okay, like opcon as well, maybe take some profit along the way. So gap is still holding well, but today this morning bar again make me a bit worried. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Maybe tomorrow I will take around like 20-30% first. Okay, but so far, I still think this is a good solid LC. Okay, remember LC holds support resistance. Okay, this LC holds support resistance. So as long as it's still within the LC, I think still worth to probably hold some first. Okay, don't exit everything. Okay, so maybe sometimes what they do is that they will drop a little bit, push back up. Okay, example like here. Okay, so for those that who are looking for entry, remember use the same things. Now it's already in red pentagon. Okay, probably it will retest here for a few days. Like for example here, the green pentagon is the one to alert you. Okay, where is the right time to focus back again. Okay, so with this, thank you for joining me tonight's section over here. So tonight, okay, like I said, I just want to focus on the high volume high volume and low volume bar, especially on down bar. Okay, so that moving forward, let's say we encounter the situations where we know how to handle it. Okay, so hopefully, especially members, you'll learn one or two things about this technique today. Okay, so if you need me to explain more in more details, again, I always welcome feedbacks and just text to me. Okay, so probably in the upcoming weekly training, I can include more for you all. Right. So with this, thank you, good nights, and hopefully tomorrow we got a nice better trades. Okay, trade setups. Good night, everyone.